Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Monday, everybody. This is Meta Monday, so we're going to go over, one of the better decks, if not the second best deck in the room. Let's exclude stun. We already don't like fire in this on this channel anyways. Hashtag boring anyways. Voiceless voice, we love blue cards, and this is what I took to regionals, went X3. Not what I was hoping for, but did perform really well. It's Yugioh. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. I won every game that I felt was winnable, and then I kind of just lost every game that I was like, oh well, didn't open up the interruption, so I guess I'm just gonna get cooked. Without further ado, we're gonna hop into the deck profile, and then after that, we'll bounce into a couple hand draws. Kind of show you some consistency and some combos with the deck. At this point, everything's about the same. But we're gonna go ahead and hit you with a 3 lows, staple, standard stuff we gotta do. 3 Saphira, the other, probably the second best card in the deck. This and low are the whole heart and soul of it. Playing the 1 old man Ceravis, and we're playing one of each. Two of the Ceravis, the Ascended, Ancients of the Ascended. Card's disgusting. And then 2 Skull Guardians. There actually was a time in that I wanted to play 3 at this regional that I felt like we were in time and it was a grind game. I've already used 2, no more Dynamons. Didn't have low, but I was able to top deck the trap cards. That was kind of nice to recycle some things. However, playing 3 could have ended the game a lot earlier. And then moving on to our fairy package, we are playing 3 Diviner of the Herald. Card is bonkers, man. This card is so good. Best card in Drytron. And then we're playing 1 Trias because Trias is Diviner makes a 1 card low, which gets us into our whole access of what this deck does. We are on the Fallen of Albaz package. Now, I will say, opening up anything like Brand Infusion plus combo is disgusting. You're breaking almost every board in the game. And going forward, I'm thinking playing 2 Fallen Albaz. It might be a move, especially if our first one we don't want to play in the nib. We kind of just go into the Albion Mirror Jade combo instead of going to Lubellion, to kind of protect ourselves from Imperm and whatnot. But 2 can come up because then we can even normal summon it and just go crazy. We are on the 1 Bestial Magnemite. I thought the 1 would kind of just add a little bit of consistency. Thought it was kind of nice. It can search our dragons, which is even cool. And it's also an interruption into Voiceless voice, into a well-timed Bestial Magnemite is great into Snake Eye. 3 Imperms, 3 Veiler, 3 Nib, 3 Ash Blossom. Loved every time I saw at least 2 hand traps, I was cooking. It didn't matter. Effect Veilers did underperform quite a bit. So going forward, I think Effect Veiler might come out of my list, especially, into the mirror. It doesn't feel amazing. But cutting down to 9 hand traps and then maybe playing Forbidden Droplets or Fenrir's or some sort of going second card. That way, if I top draw it, it's great. Topping a Effect Veiler going second just feels real bad, and that happened twice at the regional. 1 Call by the Grave. It's a Saki 1-up. We play it. Some consistency cards. We're playing 3 pre-preparation rights. Ignore the non-QCR. I've been waiting for 2 weeks for it to come in the mail. Should be here this week. Cannot wait. 2 Prayers. Another card I was debating on playing 3, but once the new support comes out and Legacy Destruction, this card is just bonk. You can recycle it. That's all that matters. So you only need 2. 3 Barrier. Again, another standard. We play 3 consistency, all that good stuff. 1 Trap. Sorry. Really do want to start testing this at 2. An early game pop, and then even being able to reset on your opponent's turn. It just feels good. Going second, having 2 feels great because you can place this off of low, pop a card, push, make a board, and then next turn put another Radiance on the board if there was a 1 in the deck. So 2 does have a lot of applicability. Wrapping it up, 3 Branded Fusion. Pretty standard across the board. Starting it off with our links, we are playing 1 Relinquished Anima. Decided to go over the link rebo, play the Anima, just because this came up a lot more. I actually animaed a Centurion player, and that just felt great. 1 SP Little Knight, the best link 2 in the game. We're on double Dynamondo. I was playing it at 1. Honestly, playing it at 2 just creates this massive grind game potential, and it's a removal. Super great. Another removal option when player Nightmare Unicorn. Card's great. It came up quite a bit. We are playing Underworld Goddess. Did actually out can't be sure I battled towers of Chaos Angel and Unaffected by Monster Effects. So that was great. Had no way to get my trap, but I was able to make Goddess, which is awesome. Playing 1 Arclight, 1 Intis for our Diviner targets, and then 1 Typhon. Just some all-around great cards. Typhon never came up. Honestly, I don't even like it in the main deck, in the extra deck. I'd rather play like a Baron or something. It just didn't do anything for me. Double Mirjade, double Albion, 1 Lubellion, and then 1 Albion the Sacrifice Dragon. We are on the Jowgen lock in the side. I felt maining the Jowgen was too inconsistent. It just didn't feel great. The same reason why I also cut Pot of Prosperity is just because every time I saw it, it was dead. It felt more of a win more card just to dig to get a summon limit or something. But this is the list. We're going to go ahead, shuffle it on up, and then go into some combos. All right, we're all shuffled up here. Our starting hand is going to be Bestial Magnemite, Skull Guardian, Protector of the Voiceless Voice, Diviner of the Herald, Saphira, and then Effect Veiler. So it looks like we got ourselves 3 engine pieces and 2 ways to kind of disrupt our opponent aside from our main board monster. What we can do, there's a couple ways we can kind of start this combo off. We could bait the Ash and go Effect Saphira, which if they Ash or Bell this, it's fine. With the Diviner, we're good. But we're going to go through as if not. So Saphira's effect is going to pitch Prayers of the Voiceless Voice, and we're going to just add our Saravis. We're feeling really feisty right here. This is just a really strong hand. We're going to normal summon Diviner, and right here is going to be pitching the Trias, giving ourselves immediate low access, which is going to be one of the most important things. It also is a way for us to keep low on board, and we can just tribute this. Tributing low, Diviner Effect is going to put in play low. And we're going to activate low's effect on summon. We're going to place ourselves Barrier the Voiceless Voice. And then we're going to activate Barrier. Good old effect. And we're going to grab ourselves a Saravis. Or we can even grab ourselves... Actually, we're going to grab ourselves a Trap here. I feel like that's a good optimal line, because how we want to structure our board could be a little bit different, especially if we have knowledge of what our opponent is playing. Activate the effect of Saphira, and at this point we can either tribute to Trias or tribute the low, because we're still going to get the Saravis search. One reason why we tribute the low over the Trias is because this can become an SP Little Knight or a Link 2 in order for us to play the game. But I don't think that's really relevant. I've usually been getting rid of the Trias. And we'll go to the effect and we'll grab ourselves the Saravis. Setting like right here, the board doesn't seem amazing, but what this deck does really, really well is just kind of be obnoxious, and it does enough to like slow the game state down. Plus, having a 4100 beater that they can't attack over, they have to out this, and we got the hand traps to play. So not Not an overwhelmingly impressive board, but just a real simple combo line. I'm sure everybody already knows. Sadly, we might have to lose, but hey, we got Nib. 10-star Nib, too easy. Cerevus effect, not Cerevus. Skull Guardian effect is gonna grab ourselves a low. We're gonna normal summon low. Low's gonna place barrier. Barrier effect. We already got the Cerevus in hand. There's no way for us to put it in play because of, honestly, like, our hand isn't amazing, but we are still doing some cool things. So with this hand, we're probably going to grab Radiance. And we're going to set. We could, and we will, link to into our SP Little Knight. Like, this might not be the most optimal line. This is just something that I would probably end up doing just because SP is a great card. We had the trap to grab our, basically shuffle back, grab Cerevus, and then tag back out to Skull Guardian, special low, activate barrier. Then we'll have Skull Guardian, negate, plus that, and an Ash Blossom. Again, not a super amazing hand. Really doesn't showcase the branded like engine or what it really does for this deck. But we're going to do our third and final hand. Okay, so next hand. We got one Bestial Magnemite, Brand Infusion, Pre-Preparation Rites, Cerevus, and a Radiant to the Voiceless Voice. So, off the rip, hand is good. Finally hit ourselves that branded package, which is nice. So what we can do, let's go ahead and hit with this Pre-Preparations Rites first. That nice little +1. This card is just too good. Too good. It really is. And honestly, even if we're drolled here, we still have a very, very solid game. Like, this is fine. Next, we're going to hit that Brand Infusion. Going to send ourselves, since we really do need, we don't necessarily need access to Saphira, but we can actually just send low. Low is going to be a good spot for us. Sending ourselves a Fallen of Albaz. Boop, boop. Going Albion, effect Albion, gonna go banish Fallen Albaz and himself. And we're going to special summon Lubellion. Because we need that light big monster anyways. This is going to be prime example for us. So we're going to go effect Lubellion, or probably just have the Pish as Bestial Magnemite. Not amazing, but hey, it is what we got to do. And then effect Lubellion is going to shuffle back Fallen Albaz and Albion. And we're going to special summon ourselves a Mirror Jade. Throw that baby in the extra monster zone because we are locked in the fusions. And this, we go Prayers of the Voiceless Voice, gonna tribute Lubellion because that nice little light monster. Special summon Skull Guardian. Skull Guardian 1, low 2. Or if you really feel like your opponent's on Bell, you can go low 1, Skull Guardian 2 if you're really not worried about needing that extra surge. So it doesn't matter. We're gonna grab ourselves the Cerevus, and then low is gonna grab ourselves a barrier. Barrier is gonna activate, and barrier will grab us Saphira, because we need that crackback for the following turn. We want to make sure that we have something to do. There's a couple ways we can wrap up this hand right here. We can special summon ourselves that Cerevus, shuffling back the Branded Fusion, plus this here. That way we have another form of interruption on our opponent's turn, which is more than likely what I'll do. Just, hey, hope I'm not playing in the stun and hope you don't have a sphere mode. Because that'd be kind of rude. But at the end of the turn, we are looking at with 1, 2, 3, and then 4 possibly with Cerevus tagging himself out to go into the Cerevus from the extra deck. Well, Cerevus from the other Cerevus, which is boom, right here. And after Legacy Destruction, we will have access to the new Saphira, which will make this Cerevus even more potent. But hey guys, I hope you like this kind of content. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the rest of the channel. You know, this is one of the probably the most meta decks I do own and love playing because we love blue cards on this channel. Hope you all have a good day. Enjoy your week. Stay safe out there. We're not bad at the game, guys. We just gotta shuffle better. Peace.